going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Carriers has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay now starting at $20 per hour, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website, southeastcarriers.com, or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
The storm doesn't ask. It takes. It tests. It pushes everything to its limit. Some things are built different. Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements. Proven by time. Engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
Working with Gina was great because she really knows this area. I gave her the specifications of what I was looking for, and she took me right to my forever home.
I met Gina when she sold my son's home within 5 days after it hit the market. With my home, from the day the sign hit the yard to the day we signed the papers, Gina was there every step of the way. Her involvement in the sale of my home was the best decision that I made.
We never felt like Gina was pushing us to make a deal with a buyer. She knew what we wanted, and she worked diligently to get us the best offer for our properties.
Working hard for my clients to make their dreams come true. Let me work for you.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing, specialty fruit tea, drafts, and much more. Our food is always prepared daily. Whether you come in with friends or family, you'll appreciate that fresh is better.
Want to take the next steps in taking care of your health? Tennessee Valley Allergy Services can make your goals a reality. Their team of doctors, nurses, and medical professionals are dedicated to providing allergy care and treatment, such as drops and shots, to fit your exact needs. Their expert services are for anyone ages 2 and older. Whether you struggle with environmental or food allergies, they've got you covered. Discover a better you at Tennessee Valley Allergy Services, located right next to the Zaxby's in Lawrenceburg. Book online or call 931-325-0757 to schedule your appointment today.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the...
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee. Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house, and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right.
This is the X Sports Network.
And it is an absolutely beautiful day here at Grissom Pitch here in Pulaski, Tennessee. We get ready for some NAIA men's soccer featuring the Wildcats out of Bethel and the Firehawks from UT Southern. This is AJ Good here with Michael Marks here. One of two games that we got going on between both of these sides. We got the men's game going right now at 4:30, followed by the women's game, which should be a very interesting matchup coming up at 7 here. So early in the season, Mike, we got somebody who's going to pick up their first loss or maybe their second tie. Either way, we're looking at a pretty good matchup here between two teams. Used to be conference rivals, now not in the conference, but they know each other pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, Bethel and UT Southern, both very close schools. And like you said, AJ, both teams are still undefeated on the year. So it's going to be really interesting to see kind of how they match up against each other.
Taking a look at the UT Southern men coming in at 3-0-1 on the year under third-year head coach Brett Boland. For the Wildcats out of Bethel, Malang Jarju in his 10th season at the helm of the Wildcats. Two teams kind of doing things a little bit, being bitter rivals on top of that. Thank you, Zach. Got our helpful SID on the end, who's been really helpful for us here today. So you got two teams kind of doing it differently. UT Southern has scored a lot of goals, including their last game was a 5-5 tie. But Bethel, they've only scored a total of 4 goals, all season long. So one team is getting it done offensively, other team is getting it done defensively.
Yeah, and I have to say, from playing on a very defensive team the last time I played, that style translates. It travels on the road with you. So I think Bethel's actually in a pretty good position here. But having an offense that can score at will like the Firehawks have, it makes them very, very dangerous. Because on any given day, like you said, AJ, they can put up 5 goals, and that's hard to match.
Yeah, these two have played pretty competitive schedules here in the early going. Most people got to realize we're only in our second or third week and playing games here with the Southern States Conference play just right around the corner here for both of these squads here. So UT Southern will be in the all-orange uniforms, white numerals, and you got Bethel in the purple tops with the yellow stripes. The leader for UT Southern is Filippo Fregoli. 4 goals, 3 assists. George Grice also with 4 goals. And you've got 3 other guys on this Firehawk roster right now, Mike, with at least 2 goals.
Yeah, and for Fregoli, doing this as a freshman, coming in and being able to make an impact instantly has been a huge help for this Firehawks team, and it's why they're 3-0-1 right now at this point in the season.
For Bethel, their defense has been a very good, very solid, led by their sophomore goalkeeper, Diego Carmarga. 3 saves on the year, just giving up 1 goal in 2 games.
Yeah, Camargo's been a really good help in that goal. You can see him out there standing in the blue top. Very tall, very lanky guy. So, he can cover a lot of ground in a hurry. And, again, you can't have a solid defense, AJ, without having a solid keeper.
And Lewis Hester on the other side for UT Southern, giving up 6 goals, 5 saves, but also has a pair of shutouts so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen kind of the best of both worlds from this UT Southern's Firehawks team, but knowing that they have a goalie that has put up 2 shutouts, makes it really comfortable when your offense can put up 3, 4, 5 goals a game.
So coming up next here will be kickoff and the start of this game when we return on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.
Mac Brown has been providing photographic services for 55 years. During that time, Mac Brown photographers have photographed children, seniors, weddings, schools, musicians, and commercial businesses. The studio takes great pride in producing quality photographs and services for its many clients. While the studio has adapted as times have changed, their goal of providing excellent photography has remained constant. For more information or to schedule an appointment, visit their website at macbrownphoto.com or give them a call at 931-762-4263 Let the professionals at Mac Brown Photography turn your memories into treasures.
This is the X Sports Network.
Time for kickoff here between the Firehawks of UT Southern and the Wildcats out of Bethel. Taking a look at the starting lineups here, starting with Bethel. Bethel will have Camargo in goal, followed by Blair, Fusini, Carino, Rangel, Grand Pierre, Balda, Adzanov, Avila Jr., Uwasu, and Badu will be the starting lineup here for Bethel. And for UT Southern in goal will be Luis Hester, followed by Fregoli, Barrett, Bailey, Gustav, Grice, Hamill, McMahon, Ennis, and Garcia. So that will be the starting lineup for both sides. UT Southern will start off on your screen going from left to right, and Bethel will start off on your screen, will go from right to left. Again, UT Southern in the orange and Bethel in the purple and gold.
Yeah, I'm wondering if UT Southern, having played twice as many games so far as Bethel in the early going of the season, if that's going to, have an impact, them not having as much rust as you see from these from this Wildcats team.
Wind blowing here at Grissom Pitch. Weather should be really nice by the time we head to the second half. A little bit warm right now, kind of in the high to mid 80s, but, well, we've dealt with way worse this time of year, Mike.
Yeah, I definitely have.
And the Firehawks will get things going.
Doing a really good job early moving the ball around.
Trying to get organized here is UT Southern. Now Hester with control of it. And he's going to boot this one deep downfield, but Bethel swoop in to intercept it. Giving pressure here is McMahon. Now out to Camargo. And that's going to be a turnover, and a good job here by UT Southern to track it down.
Yeah, probably going to work to switch the fields here and get it on the other side.
And trying to find McMahon, and knocked out of bounds by the Wildcats.
Yeah, good move right there by Fusini, the freshman defender here on this near side, getting that out of bounds and trying to slow down this Firehawks offense.
Grice, the team's second leading scorer, with the throw-in. And it's headed out of bounds here by Bethel. Another throw-in coming up for the Firehawks.
Yeah, not sure if Grice is happy with that throw, his last throw-in, so he'll get another opportunity from a pretty similar spot.
Bethel trying to move it upfield here. And they will. They're going to move it forward. Your pressure coming up here. And that was Uwasu. Excuse me, Avila Jr. A little bit too aggressive there. He'll come up with the foul, our first one here of the match.
Yeah, and a big opportunity right there for Bethel to try to get on the board and making an aggressive play early, but just a little bit too much on that one.
Picking it up is Hamill. And Filippo back out to Hester. Hester will try to launch it downfield, finds an open man, and he will get the work here. Cross field here to Grice. Grice trying to track it down and keeps an inbounds, but it's to Bethel's favor here. Picking it up here is Grand Pierre Jr., the team's leading scorer, and knocked out of bounds eventually by Grice. So throw in coming up, and to throw it away will be Rangel. Gets it into Balda. Pressure here from Grice. But Balda's going to get away, and he's going to boot this one deep downfield, trying to find a villain. And that's going to be, it looks like a foul here against UT Southern.
Yeah,
picking up the foul there was Ennis.
Yeah, and Bethel, they've done a good job scouting their opponent. They know that this defense has a liability to, kind of play a little sloppy, and they've taken advantage of that.
And they're going to get a good opportunity on goal here in the early going, Mike. Lining everyone up here for the kick.
Now, indirect, so somebody else has to touch it before a shot is put on goal here. That's why they have two guys at the ball.
Fusini with the kick. Puts it on goal, and Hester is there to pick it up, despite the pressure from Grand Pierre Sr. So Hester picks it up, and he's going to find an open man with the throw, and that's Grice. Grice now kicks it back out, and that's going to be a turnover. Grand Pierre comes up with it. Pressure comes, and his kick deflected. Still has it here in the deep corner. Going to work a pair of Firehawks right beside him, and over the head and over the goal of Hester. And a goal kick coming up here for the Firehawks.
Yeah, I don't think there's a guy you want on that side other than Riley Barrett for the Firehawks. You got a senior defensive man going up against one of Bethel's best offensive players. It was a good matchup, and it went in the Firehawks' favor this time.
So Hester to boot it away once again. Seeing that they're working towards Barrett and Grice's side a lot here in the early going as UT Southern. And now they're going, look like more towards the bench side as Hester will boot it away. A big kick over the midfield stripe, but goes out of bounds for the Wildcats.
Yeah, a little bit too much on that one there, AJ. Trying to, get some offense going. It's been Bethel making most of the runs here early.
Big throw in, high in the air, and his own guy boots it backwards, and going to be intercepted here by Gustav. Still working it here at the midfield stripe, and Bethel eventually loses it out of bounds. A good pressure there by Gustav and company for the turnover. Moving it back out, that's Crichton, and passes it back out to Hester. Firehawks going to move it up the field, that's Hamill. And going to find Hester again, another big boot. Tracking that one down to McMahon, still tracking it down. This will go into Wildcat territory, but they found Camargo. He'll continue, this one is booted, and Grand Pierre Sr. And a battle here with Barrett, but Barrett kicks it to the other side, and it's intercepted again here by Bethel.
Really good job there by Barrett to turn and fire that upfield instead of just kicking it out of bounds.
You could tell that the deep ball is kind of part of their game plan here, Mike, for really both sides, as Barrett's going to track this one down, make sure it doesn't go out of bounds for a throw-in. And they're trying to play long ball here in the early going. Bethel's made some good adjustments here within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, and very aggressive first 5 minutes. I mean, any coach will tell you the first 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes of each half are the most important. We'll see which team tries to capitalize here.
Wildcats trying to move it across. Gustav with another turn steal, but eventually loses it out of bounds. And it's Avila Jr. about to throw it in here for Bethel. That was Otsanov. The battle with Gustav there.
Yeah, and AJ, for this being NAIA soccer, the diversity is incredible. On UT Southern's men's team, 20 players representing 14 different countries, and then for Bethel, 31 players representing 21 different countries. So you're getting a lot of different play styles out here.
Grand Pierre is going to let that one go out of bounds. A throw-in is coming up for Bethel.
And we got an
offside call here against the Wildcats. So going to be a kick coming up for the Firehawks.
Yeah, and again, AJ, with this game being so back and forth, I'm surprised it took us 7 minutes to get our first offsides penalty of the game.
It doesn't feel like 7 minutes.
No.
It really doesn't feel that way.
We've been going for 30 seconds.
So we'll be Hester that will boot it away. Field's in great position. We got to make note that this is the first home game for UT Southern this year. Their first 4 games have been on the road. Pretty impressive that they've gone 3-0-1.
And AJ, what I'm being told is they have flags down each of the sidelines there that represent the countries that their players represent. So it's really cool seeing the amount of different flags.
Bailey's kick will sail out of bounds, but some good pressure here from the Firehawks. A weird bounce there. Bethel going to try to get this one into their offensive zone, and they do, and that's going to be a foul against UT Southern. Picking that one up is Cretan.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there. You want your sweeper, back there on defense to be your most physical player, but just a little bit too much there. Got caught pushing.
Well, he definitely was physical.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too much right there. Uwasu will find Avila Jr. And now back to Uwasu. Pressure coming from Gustav. Will kick it back out. Maybe a little too aggressive. McMahon applying pressure. Camargo. Kick it back over. Sometimes when you do this, Mike, it's to set up the shape of your offense. But sometimes if you're a little too lackadaisical with it, the defense can take advantage, just like McMahon did right there. Comes up, and some great defense there by Ishmael Fusini. Knocks it out of the feet of McMahon, what was looking like the first goal of the game.
Yeah, he almost spoke that one to existence, the first reversed announcer jinx.
I wasn't going to complain about it. So most of the time I do. Good work here.
Bailey got it in the middle.
Finds the team's leading scorer here in Fregoli. Bailey again now kicks it back out here to the midfield stripe. Good work here by the Firehawks. Hamill, but a turnover there. Some really good defense by Balda. Some physical play now. And the official will stop things off here is Balda. Balda. Complaining some lower back pain here.
Yeah, he got pushed there by Hamill. So hopefully he's all right. And especially, he's one of their captains out there, so it would be a big loss, but looks like he's going to try to play through.
Does have a goal and assist on the year. Just one of 3 guys here, Mike, who've scored a goal, at least have an assist. Good work here by the Wildcats trying to move it forward, and some more rough stuff. And that is going to be a foul against UT Southern. That will go against Creighton.
Yeah, it'll be the second time here in the past couple of minutes we've seen a little bit too much physicality from him, but again, trying to set the tone for this defense. They've played really stout here in the early going.
And Balda's going to kick this one away. So another indirect kick coming up here for Bethel. 10 minutes into the game. For Goalie and Hamill, 10 yards back. And here's the boot. A good boot, and that's going to go off the head of Ennis and go out of bounds, and we'll have our first corner kick of the match.
Yeah, really good job right there by Bethel and Baldy taking advantage of the wind right there and set it out. So we got our first corner of the game. So a huge scoring opportunity for Bethel.
And this one's booted in the box. And what a good job there by Badu to get a hand on it. We do have a whistle. And it looks like we're going to get a goal kick here for UT Southern. And Badu was able to get a head on it, but Hester was there and the rest of the UT Southern defense for the stop.
Yeah, good job for the Firehawks there getting a stop there because they had multiple looks in the goal.
And Bethel going to keep it in their offensive zone. Some good pressure here from Atsanoff, but turned over. And the Firehawk defense coming alive here. Bailey trying to kick it away. McMahon got mauled right there in the middle of the field, no call. But UT Southern now has offensive possession.
Yeah, going to try to switch the field here, get it to open up a little bit more.
And the man to do it's right there for goalie. He's going to find Grice down the sideline here. Gustav giving pressure. Goes out of bounds and will go to Bethel. And yeah, we have a pole here in our way, so we apologize. Well, at least if they score a goal, you'll be able to see.
Just no corners from this side.
Big deep throw here from Bethel, and official blows the whistle.
I didn't see what we had there.
I think they're saying it should have been UT Southern throw-in. Will be Grice that will throw it in. Gets it to McMahon. Tries a no-look pass there, and then Bethel's going to clear. But there's a pair of Firehawks there waiting at the 50. Good ball movement here by the Firehawks as they find Barrett. Barrett tries to get in the box. It's Fregoli, the team's leading scorer, with it. And it's going to be a foul against Fregoli right there on the edge of the box. And a kick coming up here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Fregoli trying to be smart right there, trying to draw a penalty on the Wildcats. But this defense has been really stout in the early going for both teams.
Camargo to kick it away. He's waving off the rest of his team, saying, I'm going to try to kick this as far and as hard as I can. But Barrett swoops in to intercept. And some good movement here. Going to find Grice on the sidelines. And back out to Barrett.
And AJ,
get
that's
their shape going.
It's a good example of why the long pass isn't always the best one. It may look the nicest, but sometimes short passes win you games.
Bailey here in the middle of the field now works it to the opposite side. And they move it in just out of their reach. Some good ball movement there by the Firehawks, but couldn't complete it as Bailey unfortunately had that one go out of bounds.
Yeah, it seems like the UT Southern's offense has really started to settle in, making more crisp passes, moving with the ball a little better.
Wildcats trying to move it forward here, but UT Southern pressure is right in their face, and there's the big boot. Hit high in the air by Cretan. Garcia battling with Badu.
I was wondering when that was.
Foul here against UT Southern.
Yeah, I was just about to say Badu. I mean, he's got such long legs and arms that he's really able to, kind of almost orchestrate some of these trip calls on him.
All of these fouls have not gone in UT Southern's way here in the early going. I think all but one have been called against the guys in orange.
Yeah, and sometimes that can be a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. It just kind of depends on what kind of the fouls they are. If they're more of just little ticky-tack things, that can be a bit of an issue.
And the Wildcats booting into the box to flex out. So 2 purple jerseys, 1 orange jersey going after it. That's Balda working on the sidelines, and Grice is just going to take it away from him. Going to work it down. He's got big man, and a rush coming up. Finds Gustav. And now back out to Grice. He's going to get it in the box. Gustav tries to go for it. That one's knocked away by Blair, and a throw-in coming up for UT Southern.
Yeah, that was huge from George Grice, the junior forward, to be able to play some defense, turn the ball around and get it up the field, and in the span of 10 or 15 seconds has UT Southern back in a scoring opportunity.
And Hamill tries to kick it in the box, mishits it, intercept it, but then deflect it back out. So a couple good scoring opportunities, or at least getting it deep in territory for UT Southern here. As looks like Bethel now kind of on their heels. And that one kicked out of bounds by Garcia, and Bethel now with it back in their offensive territory. 15 minutes, now 16 minutes here into the opening half.
Yeah, Bethel's going to have a pretty good scoring opportunity about having the ball about 20 yards out.
Yeah, they've had a couple indirect kicks and a corner kick early on. UT Southern's offense is starting to gain a little bit more momentum on that side. It's Blair. He's going to kick it here into the box, and UT Southern sends it back out. And a miss hit there, but they're going to eventually find Rangel right in front of our broadcast location. Good pressure here from Bailey on Uwasu.
Yeah, this UT Southern defense has really started to lock down. I mean, you can tell when these guys are just sitting there passing the ball back and forth, they can't find anything to open up.
Sometimes one thing about soccer is you have to have a lot of patience.
Yep.
You can't just rush into it. Another big boot. Badu giving chase. Cretan there to stop it. And Hamill hitting it out for goalie. Trying to find Bailey, and then another deep drive as Grant Pierre and Badu giving chase. Grant Pierre pressured here from Barrett. Now kicks it, crosses it in, and a good chance, and it is into the goal for Bethel. So Bethel will get on the board first with the goal as they lead at 1-0 at the 27:50 mark here of the first half.
Yeah, it looked like Barrett had gotten a big steal there, but a really good job there from Grant Pierre to center that thing up and give one of his guys an opportunity. And Bethel on the board first, their 4th goal of the year.
Looks like that is Uwasu that kicked it in. So he finds the back of the net, man. The Wildcats now lead it 1-0.
What did he say?
Or it might have been Avila Jr. It's one of the two that got the cross. And a good rush there by Bethel. They had 3 guys in the box there to just 1 orange jersey.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about soccer. You get that ball centered up and you look, and you have crazy mismatches like that all the time, and really good job heads-up play by the Wildcats right there taking advantage of it.
It was Avila Jr. that will pick up the goal. And that is his first of the year. He does have 2 assists, but that is his first goal. So it's a 1-0 Bethel lead here, 27:55 remaining here in the first half. And the Firehawks go immediately to work, and a foul on Grand Pierre here on Grice.
Yeah, got him in the shin right there, but shaking some hands, so there.
Yeah.
Everything's all good.
Yeah. Barrett going to set everything up for another indirect kick.
Now look, Southern does have a guy pinned all the way back on the other sideline, so we'll.
Deep kick into the box, but Camarga is there to make the stop.
A little bit much on that one.
Rolls it over to his teammate, and he will find Grand Pierre here on the sidelines. And taking control of it is Grice. Grice now to Gustav. Good opportunity here for the Firehawks. Then that one's kicked away. Badu trying to gain control. Battle here in the middle of the field, and it's going to be won by Hamill. And his pass to Garcia is intercepted.
Yeah, not a good pass right there. Got to lead him outside a little bit more.
Fragoli, one of the few touches he has had, the team's leading scorer so far this afternoon. And trying to get it in the net for McMahon, and it's picked up by Camargo. Coming up on the 20-minute mark here. 20 minutes into the game, I should say. Rangel passes it down, and a big boot here by Bethel. Fragoli, and Badu goes over the top, and we will get a foul here against Badu.
Yeah, tried to put his hands down, but not going to get out of that one. But yeah. Southern going quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, so quickly. I thought that was a mistake that they did that.
As soon as the ref puts the ball down, tells you where to go,
yeah.
You're good.
What a good job by Grand Pierre to keep it in bounds, but Hamill intercepts now to Fragoli. Now to Grice, who kicks it back out and all the way out to Garcia. Hamill working it around. Now out to Cretan. Cretan finds Grice on the sidelines and trying to lead the through ball, but a little bit too wide.
Yeah, really good job by Southern right here. Despite being down 1-0, is still playing with confidence, but still playing patient, not pushing anything.
Throwing coming up from Otsanov. Grand Pierre and Hamill battling for it. Fragoli is going to find Garcia.
You know, very similar to hockey, you can over pursue on one side and leave another side just completely open.
And that ball is going to go through and intercepted by Camargo.
A smart play to wait for the defender to come in to pick it up. You know, with your team in the lead, run as much of that clock off as you can.
Bethel working it, another big boot, and Badu's going to get it. Over the head of Cretan. Badu going to the goal, and good job to recover by Cretan and Garcia. And going to turn into a goal kick here for UT Southern.
Yeah, Cretan really lucky right there. Didn't, over pursued a little bit too much, tried to get around, and Badu just wasn't able to get a good shot on goal. So a really good job by Cretan to be able to get back and make a play on that.
Hester to boot it away. That is Ennis working on the other sideline. And it will go to the Firehawks. I can't wait for the winter. Or like late fall. Isn't it still officially summer or something like that?
Pretty close.
Yeah. I don't know my meteorological fall, winters, all of those things. Deep ball here. McMahon lets it fall. Camarga lets me. Now pressure comes. Not a good hit there, but Bethel finds a way to clear it. Hamill lets it bounce, heads it over to the midfield stripe. Gustav swoops in the intercept. Now works it upfield, tries to find Fragoli, but continues to move it forward. Badu comes up with it, and Bailey, and giving chase. Coming up with it is Balda. Balda working. He's got 3 Firehawks around him. Kicks in. That one's blocked. It's Garcia, but finds Avila Jr. again. He's kicked, stopped by Hester, and Hester will fall on it for the save.
And a really good job there by Louise Hester just to sit down in that goal and play good defense.
So the best opportunities have been for Bethel so far in this match here, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about their defense coming into this game, but this offense has played really aggressive, and it's kept the ball on southern side of the field most of the time.
UT Southern hasn't been able to register a shot on goal yet. They've gotten it deep into their territory on a couple of occasions, but the best scoring opportunities have come for the guys here in purple.
Yeah, and that's been the big difference in this game.
And the ball is out of bounds. And one official is saying it went out of bounds earlier. And we're going to have a stoppage. 22-16.
Two officials here in midfield having a quick conference, so looks like it'll be Southern's ball on a throw-in.
Yep. And we'll play on. Well, the ball originally went out of bounds. The official called it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Nice little bicycle kick there. Badu giving chase, and he might come up with it, but Hester, really good heads-up play by the keeper, and this might turn into an offensive opportunity for UT Southern. And getting that one is Balda.
Yeah, going back to the other side of the field, AJ, huge play by Luis Hester right there. Again, when you're playing goalie, you can't hesitate or anything, and knew as soon as Badu got that ball, he was coming out and trying to get it away from him, and a really, really good job there.
And speaking of Badu, knocks this one out of bounds, and Frey goalie's going to get the throw in quickly. Firehawks looking for some sort of pace to get into the offensive zone and catch the Wildcats off guard here.
Yeah, Wildcats only 4 guys on the UT Southern side of the field, so playing a really strong defense.
And they're winning a lot of these exchanges here. But as I say that, looks like the guys in orange are going to get a good offensive chance. Hamill goes across the field to Grice.
They've got numbers.
Grice makes a move, and his boot goes right over one of the international flags, and a goal kick coming up here for Bethel.
Yeah, they had an opportunity right there with numbers, but it looked like Lorik Gustav got a little bit too inside, so Grice knew he couldn't hit him right there with the pass, had to take a shot, and just left it a little left.
Big boot here from Bethel. Owasu. As soon as Avila Jr. has it, boots it back out. Hester's going to come get it again, but
off the back
part Bethel player ready to go in his boot. A good idea there from Carino, but it goes long and wide, and another goal kick here for the Firehawks.
Yeah, had an open goal right there. Hester came out and went off the bad part of his foot, but was able to retreat and get back in time.
Crichton tries a deep drive here. McMahon with it, now to Bailey. McMahon now gets out to Ennis. Ennis tracks it down near the corner, knocked out of bounds, and a throw-in coming up for the Firehawks.
Yeah, wasn't able to get a pass in, but if you can, at least get it out of bounds and have a throw-in opportunity, it does open up things for your offense.
Hamill looks around after getting the throw-in. He's going to send this one over to Grice. And a good job by Bethel to come up with it. Heading it out was Rangel, and we're going to get a stoppage here of time. And it's going to be a heat timeout here for both sides at the 19:11 mark here in the first half. So while that goes down, we will take a couple-minute break here as well on the Exports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their needs. At Volco Auto Supply, you'll find everything for your car, truck, or even fleet of vehicles, but with good old-fashioned customer service the way it needs to be. That's Volco Auto Supply, 416 Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg. Visit VolcoAuto.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
So back out of the heat timeout, we are ready to go once again. 19:23 here in a first half clock. Bethel should have a kick as we come out of the break here. So heat timeout, and again, once the temperature is at above a certain point, they find a good spot to stop in the middle of each half and give them about a minute or two break before we get going again.
Yeah, not crazy humid, AJ, but, the feels like is close to 90, so, want to take precautions to make sure, we don't have any unforeseen circumstances. Because, the heat's dangerous.
Yeah.
There's no, and in a sport like soccer where you're running up and down the entire time with no stoppages, it's best to play safe on that one.
19:23 here on a first half clock as the lead official back on the field out to Camargo. Saying the ball needs to go a little bit deeper. And we're ready to go. Camargo's boot deep down the field. Badu and Hamill intercepts it. Good pressure here by Grand Pierre. And this one kicked right down the sidelines. Stays in the line for a little bit, eventually out. Fusini over to Rangel, and Rangel will have a throw in. Good battle there by Grand Pierre, now surrounded by three orange jerseys here, and finds its way out. Uwasu switches the field and finding Avila Jr. as the lone goal here, but that one goes out of bounds.
Really good job there to switch fields, and you had 4 or 5 Firehawks pinned on one guy, but weren't able to capitalize once they got it over there.
Fegoli now to Hamill, here to Gustav. And that one lost out of bounds by Gustav. Now Bethel going to work quickly. And tracking that one down is Cousins, and Cousins now taking it here to the corner. Cousins, who just checked in out of the heat timeout, battling with Garcia, and a goal kick coming up. So good job there by UT Southern's Hector Garcia, forced a turnover.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught in a corner like that, and ended up being a turnover here for Bethel.
Speaking of, Garcia has it and finds Figoli in the middle, back out to Garcia. Now to Hamill on the sidelines, and he'll go to work.
They've got numbers.
To Bailey. Kicks back out to Gustav. Now over to Hamill. Grice here on the sideline. Tries to find Bailey, knocked and kicked way out of bounds here by the Wildcats. Grice a quick throw in. Tries to find McMahon. That one kicked high in the air. Hamill deadens it right before he goes out of bounds, down to Fegoli. Hamill going to work back out to Garcia, and that one's intercepted. Cousins and Badu giving chase. And now we're going to have a foul called here against Badu.
Yeah, he's been playing really physical, but it's led to a lot of opportunities for Bethel.
UT Southern working really quickly here. McMahon tracking it down. And Fusini and McMahon battling, and a foul now against McMahon.
UT Southern really playing with some aggressiveness here.
Starting to pick up the offensive charge. It's like once they get to a certain point on the field, the Wildcat defense certainly tightens up. Camargo will boot this one deep down the field. Fagoli, and that one's out to Grand Pierre and Hamill will kick this one. That's a good thing we moved our car, Mike.
Yeah, I would say. I think that was right on where you were parked.
Yeah, it's pretty close. I'm glad we went and got some drinks here while we had some time, or that might have went off my car.
Yeah, that was a move we used to use in high school when we wanted a breather for a second. We'd just send it to the other side of the stands.
Rangel here with the throw-in. Gets it in the box. Headed out by Hamill. Fagoli swings and misses. Rangel now with it. And a good job by Hester. We'll track that one down. And he'll punt it away.
He's got grass.
Wildcats trying to get some shape here. Rangel with it on the sidelines, and that one's blocked and rolls slowly out of bounds. And a good throw-in opportunity coming up for Rangel. Down the sidelines. Badu and Crichton battling. Now Fagoli with it. And Cousins going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, took his leg out from under him.
Crichton of Fagoli. And he'll work it to the middle of the field. Tries to go reverse the field, and he's going to find Ennis. Ennis here guarded by Blair. And Blair knocks it out of bounds. And we got a sub. Couple subs coming in for UT Southern. McMahon and Grice will check out. Dakota Jackson. We'll check him. We had another one come in as well. We'll get his number later. Gustav loses that one out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick. So also is Mac Bender, one of three guys on the UT Southern roster with at least have 2 goals. And lost out of bounds by Blair, so a throw-in coming up for the Firehawks.
Yeah, Firehawks in a good spot where you can bring in a guy with multiple goals already on the year off the bench.
And there's 15 left to play here in the first. Fagoli back out to Hamill. Pressure coming from the Wildcats, and they find Hamill. Works it quickly to Gustav. Gustav working quickly down the middle of the field. Boots and right off of the skull of Fusini, and now the Wildcats are going to get a break the other way.
Well, there's a welcome to the college sports for you for the freshman Fusini, but a huge block.
Uwasu finds Cousins. Cousins at the middle of the field. Now back out to Blair. Fusini still rubbing his head after that one.
Yeah, those don't feel good.
And Blair now gets it in the box. Crichton will wisely knock it out, and Garcia tracks it down.
Smart, looked like he was about to come in there and boot it and just kind of rolled it out of the way.
Bethel sends it into the box. Jackson knocks it out. Grant Pierre is going to track it down. And an offsides called here against Bethel, and a kick coming up for UT Southern.
Yeah, Grand Pierre just in shock.
And we're going to have a stoppage here. I think we might get a card. And we are going to get a card against Grand Pierre, who did not agree with the...
Well, we'll see if we get one. It definitely looks like... Ooh, that was a very strict warning.
Sub coming in. Alex, we have an injured Wildcat here.
And AJ, this looks like Fusini still kind of feeling the repercussions from that ball to the head.
Yeah. Kick coming up here for Crichton. It's 12:30 here on the clock. Kick coming up here for Crichton. And boots this one deep down the field. And Gustav tries to get it, but Grand Pierre to take it on the sideline. Good move, finds Cousins. And good job by UT Southern to deflect it to Hester. And then they're going to move quickly.
Most of that Wildcat defense, though, is still sitting back there waiting.
Gustav now in the middle of the field. Out to Jackson. Here to Fagoli. Tries to get it in the box. Eventually finds a man. Now out to Bailey. That was Meyerhofer just checked in. And Bailey will get it back out to Barrett. Working over to Fagoli here on the sideline. Now to Crichton. Crichton going to work it up the field. He just goes right down the middle, makes a couple good moves. Tries to find his man, intercepted by Bethel, and they will clear it out of bounds. So
defenders typically don't have footwork like that, but
yeah.
A really good job right there.
Hamill, as here on the sidelines, kicks out to Fagoli. He's going to try to go to work. Kicks it back out to Barrett. Now to Hamill. Here to Fagoli, here to Hamill. And a good move. Jackson gets that one knocked out of bounds, and UT Southern starting to put something together here.
Had a big opportunity there.
And the Fagoli sends it into the box. And Meyerhofer had it, then it's intercepted by Blair, and now Blair given a charge. He's going to find Avila Jr. Has the goal so far today for the Wildcats pressing forward into the box. A good move. His boot is over the goal, and a goal kick coming up for UT Southern, but another good offensive opportunity here from the Wildcats, and we're going to have a stoppage. Again, we got another injured Wildcat here. Clock stopped at 10:25.
I believe this might be Baldy right here.
Yeah.
Sophomore midfielder for Bethel.
Yeah. I'll bring the trainer on the field. It's the second Wildcat that they've had to check on here in the game. Some guys warming up behind their bench. As Balda will slowly make his way off the field. Yeah, Juan Pablo Garcia. Looks like he will be the substitution here for Bethel.
Garcia, senior defender, so that's you get a lot of experience coming in. You do lose a captain for a moment, but
And also into the game for UT Southern, Daniel McCarthy comes in for Stephen Bailey. Hester waiting to kick it away. And clock will start here as Hester kicks it away. And Bethel sends another charge, a big ball, but that will go out of bounds, and the ball was already in back of play before the other ball went out. Hester. That one intercepted by Cousins over to Avila Jr. Knocked out by Garcia.
Yeah, and Garcia taking his time getting that ball, giving his team a breather, giving himself a breather, because a potential big scoring opportunity for the Wildcats coming up.
Under 10 left to play here in the half. Throwing coming up here for Bethel. Gets it in the box on the outside edge, knocked away. Fagoli's going to really boot this one down the field. And giving charge is Bender. And they're going to call foul here against Bethel. So that's going to be a kick coming up here for the Firehawks.
Yeah, trying to keep UT Southern from getting the ball down on their side of the field with some good numbers.
Garcia
that's one of those fouls you can live with.
Garcia gets in it quickly over to Hamill. And pressure coming here, Cousins. And a throwing coming up for the Wildcats. Gets it quickly into Grand Pierre in the box. And that kick attempt is blocked. Hamill gets it out to the Fagoli, and the charge could be coming up here for the Firehawks, and kind of a miscommunication. And a throw-in coming up now for Bethel. Getting into Rangel. And works it now to Juan Pablo Garcia. And back out to Carina.
Yeah, trying to reset this offense back up. See if they can get a couple more runs in here before the end of the first half.
Another throw in here for the Wildcats. About coming up on 8 minutes left to play in the half, and it looks like we've got another injury and another stoppage of the clock.
Yeah, looks like it may have been McMahon down there. I'm not sure.
Looks like Garcia. He's back up and ready to play. Throw comes in near the box. And a good save there by UT Southern, but Bethel gets it. Gustav intercepts it. Going to work here is Meyerhard.
Ooh, that's a dangerous spot to center the ball back up at.
Hester with it. He'll boot it away. Rangel. And that one's deflected around. Fagoli comes up with it and finds his man in McCarthy.
Got a chance here.
Hamill trying to work it ahead. Bender. And that one's intercepted by Garcia. Now to Cousins. And out that Villa Jr. And Badu was about a mile off sides and knew it. Didn't even try to go after it. Crichton. And a big boot down the field. Fagoli trying to track it down. Coming up with it is Bender, but that one's knocked away. Good defense there from Mariella. Now Cousins giving chase to the boot here. Gets it in the box. He's got a good opportunity. Tries to find Grand Pierre. It's 3-on-2, but ball comes way too far out, and UT Southern gets its defense back. Grand Pierre with a really good move in the box. Kick, and good defense on the back end. And it is going to be a penalty kick coming up here for Bethel.
Ooh, yeah. Man, that ball was about 90% of the way in there to begin with. So, another opportunity here, and it's really going to test Hester.
Those Cousins, they got fouled right there at the goal line. Clock stops at 6:33 here in the first. So Grant Pierre is going to take the shot.
Well, he's their leading scorer on the season, so that's definitely the guy you want up there. And he got you the first shot to begin with, so. And how big would this be for Bethel, AJ, to get 2 on the board in the first half?
Right. Kick here from Grant Pierre. That one is into the net. And his 3rd goal of the season gives the Wildcats a 2-0 lead here, 6:33 remaining in the half.
Yeah, it makes those so hard, AJ, as the keeper. You pretty much have to guess exactly where the ball's going. It's kind of like playing baseball as the hitter. You pretty much have to sell out on whatever pitch you think it is. And, Hester guessed wrong, and Grant Pierre doubles up the lead for Bethel.
So a team that scored just 4 goals in 2 games coming into this has scored half of that here in the first half. So Bender will kick it away on the whistle.
Yeah, and this Bethel defense has gotten them every shot they've wanted. Done a really good job slowing down UT Southern.
Barrett will boot it deep down the field. Bender giving chase and eventually tried to come up with it. And then that was Carino was a little too aggressive, lost it out of bounds. Another throw coming up here for the Firehawks. As Jackson and Grant Pierre were battling. Bender here. And we're going to get a foul here against the Wildcats again.
Yeah, I think they may have gotten Garcia on that one, having his foot a little too high.
Be Fagoli to boot it away. Indirect kick. Quite frankly, the best opportunity that UT Southern has had in this game, but all it takes is one opportunity, Mike, to get you back in this.
Well, they're within 20 yards, and they got a shot attempt here, so it's a very crucial that the Firehawks execute this one.
And Camargo comes up with the stop.
I mean, that's exactly where you want to put it, but Camargo, big, tall, lanky guy, was able to get up there and catch that one like a receiver.
Avila Jr. quickly the other way, just a bit wide, and he would have came up with his 2nd goal of the game and his 2nd of the season, but it goes a bit wide with 5 minutes left here in the first.
Man, what an opportunity that was for Bethel there. I just out of nowhere. I mean, 10 seconds ago we were on this side of the field talking about UT Southern, and then look up and Bethel's got a shot opportunity.
Fagoli taking it down the sideline, finds Barrett. And that one is taken away by Garcia. Owasub now out to Grant Pierre, and he'll work it backwards to reset the offense. Carino on the opposite side, tracks it down, moves forward, and reverses his field back out to Camargo.
Yeah, AJ, about 4.5 minutes left, so we're going to see both teams making some big pushes right here.
Bethel here being really patient here at the 2-0 lead. Carino, one of the team captains. Bender given a lot of pressure, and he gets it back out to Camargo.
And Bethel just content sitting back here passing it around.
Finally the big boo, but Barrett is there, and Cousins is going to pick up another foul. Fagoli working quickly, now over to Garcia. Wasn't even expecting it. Gustav here to Hamill. Hamill, and he's going to get tripped up here by Owasu.
Yeah, and Owasu knew it like he got his hand stuck in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
And
he was just praying that wasn't a card.
Yeah.
It's not going to be.
See what Firehawks on offense try to do right here.
Creighton kicks out, and Garcia has it, and he'll send it down the opposite sideline. They've done a lot of work on this sideline. Barrett now moving up the field. Cousins, a little too rough again.
Yeah, Grant Pierre playing a little physical. Him and Cousins as well.
So Fagoli going to get an indirect kick, the second one they've had in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, again, and this is a spot that gives you a really good shot opportunity. You see UT Southern loading up the orange jerseys there on the far side of that 18-yard box. And with this kind of kick, you want to drop it right in there in between the 18-yard box line and the 6-yard box line. That'll give you the best attempt for a shot, and that's right where he puts it.
And that one's headed away by Bethel, but Fagoli tracks it down. Kicks out to Garcia. Vila Jr. giving chase. And Vila Jr. is going to block the kick attempt here. Battle with Hamill, and he's going to foul Hamill. And we're going to stop the clock. We got a card coming up.
Yeah, that one a little bit egregious there from Grand Pierre.
And a yellow card coming up for Vila Jr., and he knew it. As Hamill doing a really good job tracking it down, and gives Vila Jr. the card.
Yeah, and that was a freshman right there, Hamill, making the big stop on defense and gives his teams an opportunity.
And now a Wildcat has fallen to the ground here.
And Crichton going over, check on him.
Is that a Vila?
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know if our officials really taking this seriously here.
Yeah. Looks like he's holding maybe his...
He might get hit there in the...
Below the waist.
Yeah, there. That's the best way to put it. I was going to say the nether region.
Yeah. I think they get the idea.
Yeah.
Hitting the spot you don't want to get hit.
Exactly. 2 minutes left here. That one's hit out of bounds by Garcia. Throwing coming up for the Firehawks. Grand Pierre. And a foul here against UT Southern. Kick coming up. Garcia gets it down quickly.
Yeah, Bender right there kind of just tackled Grand Pierre.
Rengel now reverses field here to Carina. With Blair on the opposite side. Pressure comes from Meyerhofer. And Carina going to boot this one away. Cousins with it. And a good opportunity. Grand Pierre down the sideline. Gets in the box. His boot will be wide. Good opportunity there from Barron. A good move, Grand Pierre, but it goes wide. Minute 30 left here in the half.
Yeah, about a yard or two to the right. Another good shot. I mean, Grand Pierre's had an outstanding first half. Obviously, we saw the big goal, getting him up to 3 on the year. But, man, I'm just really impressed with how this Bethel defense has come out and just completely shut down UT Southern, at least here in the first half.
Another big boot here. Throwing coming up for the Firehawks with a minute left. And a big boot here from Bethel.
Oh, we got another foul, I believe.
I think we got a kick coming up. About 35 seconds left.
And Bethel might just hold on to that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much extra time or if we have any here in the first.
Vila going to track it down. Garcia gets it out of bounds. Under 20 seconds left.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Throwing
4,
coming up.
3, 2.
Flex out to Grand Pierre, does not get a shot off. It goes wide, and that one will end the first half. So after 45 minutes of play, it's been all Bethel in this one so far. So they lead it 2-0. We'll take a few-minute break. We've got I believe a 10-minute halftime here, 15-minute halftime. So we'll take a few-minute break. We'll recap the first half, and then we'll get started here for the second half. That's next on the X Sports Network.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
At Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, we're proud to be locally owned and operated because we're not just a bank, we're family. When you call, you'll be greeted by a friendly representative who's ready to discuss your banking needs, as well as offer our competitive rates on CDs and money market accounts. Our loan decisions are made in-house and never sold to a secondary market because our commitment is simple. You matter to us. At Lawrenceburg Federal, we offer all the conveniences of larger banks with a personal touch. Join us at Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, where community, trust, and service come together.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Shop McMaster's Home Gallery for furniture, appliances, and more. And shop quality, shop convenience, shop service, shop local. a family-owned business with a long history of serving the region. We're a one-stop home furnishings destination. We feature brands you know, competitively priced, backed by professional installation and service. You can trust that we'll take good care of you before and after the sale. For your home, shop smart. Shop McMaster's Home Gallery today.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community experience at our family.
Being an accident, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
The Raptor Series from Hustler Turf. A premium line of residential mowers designed with a wide stance for operator comfort, a one-piece 11-gauge steel frame and welded steel deck for added durability, finished off with premium Kawasaki V-twin power. We are Hustler Turf, and this is Hustler Country.
Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
This is the X Sports Network.
And welcome back here to Grissom Pitch here. We're at the end of the first half. It's the Bethel Wildcats over the UT Southern men, 2-0, and AJ Good here with Michael Marks. And Mike, so far it's really been the Wildcats taking advantage of the opportunities that they've had. They've been the better team on defense and the more aggressive team on offense, and the scoreboard shows.
Yeah, coming into the game, AJ, we were talking about how good Bethel was going to be on defense and how good Tennessee Southern was going to be with offense. But, I mean, you just look at the box score here in the first half, 14 shots on goal from Bethel, just to UT Southern's 2.
It's like you mentioned, you got 5 shots, 2 on goal. One of them goes in. The first goal was scored by Horace Avila Jr. off the assist from Stanley Grandpierre. Then Grandpierre took advantage of a penalty kick, found it into the back of the net. So that is a 2-0 lead. And right now, not a couple good opportunities offensively for the Firehawks, but both of them have not resulted even on a shot on goal so far for the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like, they could get the ball down the field, but once they got about 20, 30 yards out, that Bethel defense was just kind of like a boa constrictor in a way. It kind of just pushed them to the middle and really just, forced a ton of turnovers, forced a bunch of penalties, and that's why they've, got a lead and a comfortable lead at that.
Luis Hester has been busy. 5 shots on goal. He's saved 3 of them. But he's also made some good plays in the early going that probably kept a goal or maybe 2 more off the board here for Bethel.
Yeah, definitely a handful of plays from the senior keeper that aren't going to show up in the box score, that have kept goals off. Just like early in the first half, coming out and kicking that ball away from Beidou, clearing it out. Just little things like that aren't going to show up in the box score, but keep a goal off the board.
What kind of adjustments do both teams need to make here coming out in the second half?
I think for UT Southern, just got to play clean. They had a lot of penalties that slowed down offensive possessions, and need to take a little more shots on offense. And I mean, figurative shots, not actual. I mean, actual ones would help. And for Bethel, just keep that defense locked up as usual. And with how their defense has played this, early in the point in the season, 2 goals may be enough to get it done.
Second half here from Grissom Pitch is coming up here in 3 minutes and 50 seconds. That will be next on the X Sports Network.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with primary care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-Service Towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
This is the X Sports Network.
And back here at Grissom Pitch, we get ready to start the second half here of this NAIA men's soccer matchup as Bethel leads UT Southern 2-0 after the first 45 minutes of play. As we get ready to start the second half here between these two bitter rivals. It's been all about Bethel so far here in the early going. Mike been able to take advantage of a couple UT Southern mistakes. 5 shots on goal. UT Southern has just registered 2 shots, period. Bethel has had 14, so the Wildcats have been the more aggressive team here in the early going through at least the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, number 7 and number 10 for Bethel have been huge. Grand Pierre and Avila both with 4 shots on goal. And, you know, if they can continue to get these shots going, I see no reason why they can't take this one, kind of extend their lead out in the second half. But it's very big for UT Southern to come out aggressive here to start the second half.
So Bethel will have it to get things going here. A clock at 45 minutes. Both goalies are ready, and it's time to play ball. Bethel kicks it out here to Karina, and a big boot down the field. It's going to be a throw-in coming up for Garcia. Expect UT Southern to be very aggressive here in the second half as Crichton gets it way in the air and headed as Mariella heads it to the sidelines, and a good effort by Cousins to try to save it before going out of bounds, and another throw-in coming up for Garcia.
Yeah, and that was good. He saved that because that went from a goal kick to a throw-in, and you have a little misstep there from UT Southern, and now Bethel's got it in good scoring position.
And a turnover there. Meyerhofer let that go out of bounds via Junior. Now with the throw-in, going to try to get it in the box. High in the air, and Garcia heads it out. Gustav gets a foot on it. Grice giving chase. So is Blair. And a throw-in coming up for the Firehawks. Will be Meyerhofer over to Garcia. Hamill to Garcia, now to Crichton, now back out to Hester. Hester, a low line drive, and he finds Figoli. And Uwasu going to take it away from him. And we're going to have a stoppage here. We have a foul against UT Southern, and now a stoppage of play for an injury.
Yeah, I believe Owusu right there, number 15, caught the bad end of that one. May have gotten an ankle stepped on there when he got tripped.
Yeah, second time we have seen him some sort of an injury. And restarting play again. It's Mariella here to kick it away. Or excuse me, Juan Pablo Garcia, and he does. Headed out to Avila, but that one's intercepted by Meyerhofer, but will go out of bounds. They had a couple guys there if it wasn't so hard of a touch.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely had an opportunity right there.
Blair into Badu. Bender kicks it high in the air. Grice going to track it down in between a sea of purple jerseys. Uwasu out to Garcia. Pressure comes from Jackson. Now Uwasu.
Yeah, a play like that, it's so crucial to win the ball in the air.
Trying to get Grandpierre, and he does, guarded by Barrett. And Grandpierre gets away, tries to cross, intercepted by Crichton.
It's the third or fourth time we've seen Grandpierre hit that move and it work on Barrett.
More pressure coming up. Crichton and Badu almost took it away. Pierre almost had it. Finally, Barrett's going to boot it down the field. He's got some numbers as Grice gives chase. Rangel comes up with it. Garcia blocked by Jackson. Good move here by Grice. Now Gustav.
Yeah, open.
Come up with it. Numbers coming here for UT Southern. Gustav.
Trying to get some open field.
Garcia finds Meyerhofer here. Back into the box for Grice. Grice.
We got a shot here.
Hamill. Jackson in the box. Gustav, a good save by Camargo.
Wow.
The best offensive possession for UT Southern. Looked like it was going to be a goal, but Camargo comes up with his first save of the day, and it was a big one.
Ooh, and they have one lined right up for him, but Camargo was just, like I talked about on that PK earlier, just guessed the right spot and was able to make a big stop.
And Blair coming up limping. Bethel was wanting a stop, but the official didn't concede to that. Yeah, to say is okay. And now a good possession coming up here for the Wildcats. Grandpierre, see? That one is kicked wide and long, and a goal kick here for UT Southern.
Hester trying to go quickly here.
Hester to boot it away. 4 minutes into the second half. Battle at the midfield stripe. And Carino comes up with it. And kicks it back out to Camargo. Pressure comes from Bender, and Camargo boots it away.
Yeah, always smart to pressure that. You never know when the goalie has a misstep, loses the ball, something like that, and it could give you an easy opportunity.
Uwasu kicks it down the line. Barrett heads it away. Jackson giving chase to it, but Badu gets there first. And a throw-in now coming for UT Southern. Good job by Dakota Jackson, the senior out of Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Yeah, Badu went in a little aggressive there and kicked that one out.
Garcia down the sideline and out. So a throw-in coming up for the Wildcats.
And Garcia would like to have that one back. Had a couple of pass opportunities, was trying to take a hard one.
Good defense here by Garcia and Crichton. Crichton trying to control this bouncy ball in between a sea of purple jerseys. Now out to Hester. Hester gets a one-timer on it, boots it away, but Carino tracks it down. Right there's Meyerhofer, loses it to the feet of Blair. Now Owasu going to work. Finds Grand Pierre as they reverse the ball. Grand Pierre trying to put a big move on Barrett again. That one's good defense as Barrett gets the better of that exchange. Gustav back out to Fagoli. Fagoli boots it to Grice, or Bender, either way. It went right in between both of them. And now we have a stoppage here. Injury and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, and AJ, you saw right there from UT Southern of Flippo Fergoli come down and take off that outside hip from Grand Pierre because he had been hitting that little spin move on Barrett all night, and it really locked up that move and ended up in a turnover and got UT Southern the ball back in pretty good field position, but Bethel with the kick here.
5 minutes in, Garcia. Now Wasu on to work to Grand Pierre, finding Mariella. Wasu guarded by Grice here. Has to bring it back out. Energy level way higher for UT Southern here already in the second half.
Yeah, despite being down 2-0, AJ, this team is still playing confident, and you couldn't tell the score from the way both of these teams are playing.
Mariella here to Blair. Kind of slowed him down a little bit. And Blair's going to get tripped up here by Meyerhofer. Kick coming up here for Bethel. It'll be Blair to take it.
And AJ, just 5 or 6 minutes here into the second half, but the ball staying on the UT Southern side of the field.
And Esther comes up with that one after the header. He'll punt it away. And finds Grice, but Owasu comes up with it. Garcia. Now out to Carino. Carino finds his man. It's Avila.
Yeah, opening this field up for Southern.
And Avila just goes right through the Firehawk defense. Garcia now works it here to Grand Pierre on the opposite sideline. Finds Mariella. And Pierre again. In the middle has got Avila. Good opportunity here for Bethel. Avila. Has shot deflected. And will be a corner kick coming up here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, corner here on this near corner. It is a huge opportunity for Bethel. We've seen UT Southern come out and look aggressive, but, AJ, it still seems that Bethel is always finding themselves on offense trying to strike.
Roberto Mariella to attempt the corner kick. And looks like all of the orange is in the box, just a few purple jerseys. And they're going to head it away. Garcia comes up with it. Out to Wasu. Wasu intercepted by Grice. And Grice going to work. And
he still got the ball.
They've got numbers too. Grice. And this could be a great opportunity for UT Southern. Finding Bender. Bender taken away. Great job by Garcia.
May have saved a goal there.
And then Bender's going to come away, and that's going to be a stoppage and a yellow card.
Yeah, Bender let his emotions get the best of him there. Had a pretty good shot opportunity, but Garcia making the awesome play to get back, and then the silly play like that.
Had a 2-on-1 and might have moved just a tad bit too slowly there for the Firehawks.
Yeah, on a moment like that, you don't have time to set up for a shot. You just got to put your foot on it and try to get the most of it you can.
Kick coming up for Karina. Put it high in the air, way across the field. Creighton gets ahead on it. Good job by Mariella. Blair with a lot of orange around him, knocked out of bounds, and the throw-in coming up.
I'm curious to see how UT Southern responds off losing such a big momentum play like that.
Blair down the sideline, but Garcia is there. Mariella intercepts the clearing attempt. Now Badu's got a good opportunity. Good move. Kicks it in the box and over the net.
Man, what a move right there, Badu, and had a good look. Just a little bit much on that one. Sent it over the crossbar.
About to hit the 10-minute mark here of the second half. 10 minutes into the second half. As Hester will boot it away.
It's crazy, AJ. Over almost an hour in, and still only really one good shot on goal for the Firehawks.
Yeah, looks like a foul here on UT Southern. Actually, it's a foul on, the official just got confused there on who he's called. It's a foul on Bethel.
It looks like he got corral with that one.
Quick moving here. Garcia. We haven't seen him really take one of those kicks downfield yet, Mike. They've all gone quickly back out to the defense.
Yeah, and now, 2-0 game. You got to start taking some shots, be a little aggressive.
Good passing here, Bender, and trying to set up Gustav, but pass it right to a purple jersey. Now Cousins.
Yeah, I love passing as much as the next guy, but maybe one too many right there from UT Southern.
Cousins giving chase. Barrett tracks him down. And kicks right out. Jackson's going to take it. It could be a good thing for UT Southern on the opposite end. And Bender gets knocked off course. Still comes up with it. And a quick throw in. Going to find Gustav.
They've got this near side of the field wide open.
Meyerhofer with it. To Grice. Grice knocked away by Blair. And Karina will knock this one off the bathrooms. Quick throw in here to Meyerhofer. And he tries to work the corner, and Owasu takes it away. And a good battle right there, and Owasu will eventually clear it.
Yeah, using his hips and his legs, not his arms there to keep Meyerhofer from the ball.
That's Avila going to work, and they've got numbers and speed. Avila, a great move. Yeah. And the box is Cousins. Cousins kicks, deflected. Avila then comes up with it. Out to Mariella. This kick will go wide. And another good opportunity for Bethel.
Yeah, rocket right there from Mariella, just a little wide, and gives UT Southern an opportunity back.
33 minutes remaining here in the game. Crichton kicks it downfield. Bender out to Jackson. Gustav finds Hamill. And the Firehawks with a good move here over to Meyerhofer. Finds Hamill on the through ball. And taken out. And a whistle coming up and a kick.
Yeah, those are 50-50 calls, AJ. You know, sliding, and if you're going after the ball, you know, there's typically not a penalty. But if you take his ankle out like that, you're going to get a call 9 times out of 10.
And going to be a stoppage of play at 32-28.
Really good play, AJ. About 59 minutes in. It's been really, really good play from both teams. Just a couple of mistakes are really the big difference in this one.
Fagoli. Did he just call? Did he just call one of the guys an idiot? Yeah. We'll play on. Fagoli ready to go.
Well, we've got a Wildcat down here holding his knee.
I don't think. I mean, I'm sure a lot of officials have thought that before, but I've never heard someone
never heard him say it.
Scream "You're an idiot" out loud like that before. As that is Avila, who's down on the opposite end here of the field.
And again, this is not a guy you want to lose. Avila, he's been so huge this game. Obviously, your team leader in assists heading into the game. Then gets his first goal of the season, which really helped set his team up in a good situation. Hopefully it's not too big of an injury.
Javane Lindsay just ran all the way in, checking in here for Bethel. As Avila will make his way off, walking very slowly toward the team's bench.
Hey, Jay, this is a huge play coming up for UT Southern. They're going to try to take a big shot right here. We'll see if they can get one in. And notice they put some height there on the field. You got Barrett back there, number 4, the defender, all the way up playing on that back corner.
Now wait till Avila clears the field here.
And Crichton, number 5, also up there. So 2 of your defenders, but also 2 of your biggest players there for UT Southern.
Either Fagoli or Garcia are going to kick this one away.
That's still an indirect, so I believe someone else has to touch it first. We'll see what play they set up.
And we're going to play on. Fagoli kicks. And, leaks through. Badu going to clear it. Lindsay going to track it down. And he's going to move it quickly upfield. But Gustav going to intercept it. Bender back out to Gustav. Goes in the net, and Grand Pierre off of the light. Pretty impressive there.
Yeah, I think Grice may have had a shot opportunity, but going quickly off the corner.
They're kicking into the box, trying to find Crichton, and tracking it down is Garcia here in the corner.
A little too long
Out
on
to
that
an
one.
open Crichton. He's got space, gets it in the box, and knocked away here by Bethel. Fagoli. He will send it in the box. And Meyerhofer got ahead on it, but sent it wide.
But hey, this UT Southern team, they've responded. You know, they had that big shot opportunity with, I believe it was Bender earlier that had the shot opportunity, missed it, but they've come right back, and then they've been really aggressive in that next 5 minutes.
Camargo tells his team to push forward here.
Yeah, he wants to get the ball out of his side of the field.
Yeah, which is, I don't know, it must be just the side of the field, because that's where Bethel was in the first half. And the boot will get over the 50. And Badu will head it out, and we're going to get a foul on Badu.
Yeah, he's been playing really physical. It's honestly been kind of hard to tell, you know, what is a good play and what isn't a good play. But
Lindsay with the ball and finds Cousins down the sideline. Through ball here, trying to find Lindsay. Crichton is there to intercept. And
as a heads-up play.
The, goal kick coming up.
That's what helps Crichton using his body right there to keep, I believe that was Avila right there, out of way to be able to set up a goal kick right here for Hester.
Badu putting some pressure on, but Hester sends it way down the field. Meyerhofer. And we're going to have a whistle here against Bethel.
We've gotten Balde with that one. I'm not sure. Or Rangel.
Gustav. And back out. Here to Crichton. Now to Hester. He will send it deep down the field. Hamill. Now to Jackson. Jackson will find Grice. Grice comes up with the loose ball, trying to get in and out of traffic. Good defense by Mariella. And the Wildcats will send it down the field. Badu chasing it down.
Yeah, AJ, I think the key to this one has been the ball control for Bethel. They have just been able to, whether it's on-ball defense or shutting down passing lanes for UT Southern, they have just not made any pass easy.
Hester will work it back to Barrett. Now to Fagoli. And we're going to get another foul. As UT Southern had all the fouls in the first half, Bethel's getting all the fouls here in the second half.
Yeah, Corral getting a little aggressive there, number 5.
And a throw-in coming up here for UT Southern. Sub coming in now. Looks like that's going to be Ennis here for Meyerhoffen. So that's Ennis back in for Meyerhofer. Ennis, who started the game.
Meyerhofer played really good start to the second half, though. It's giving this Firehawks team a kind of a different wrinkle.
Bear gets it in the box, but it's cleared out. Chasing it down is Garcia.
And he's got plenty of time.
Figoli now works the corner here to Ennis.
Good
Ennis
run.
down the sidelines, moving towards the box. Oh, only someone was there. Grice just got taken out in the box. Or he hurt, something either way. Grant Pierre trying to go to work, but Figoli tips and takes it away. Jackson.
Grice trying to get back on side so he can help his offense out.
Bender tries to get in the box. Grice fouled it off. And Jackson deflect off Grice, and we're going to get a penalty kick here for the Firehawks.
I think Grice was trying to get one earlier and definitely got one there.
So Grice was now twice within the span of 30 seconds, and that time is going to reward his team with the penalty kick.
And can't get a better shot than you got right here. So it looks like they got Crichton in there to kick it. And we've seen him, he's got a big leg. So we'll be curious to see what we got going on here.
Crichton does have 2 goals on the year. Has a chance of making number 3.
And with under 28 minutes remaining, it couldn't be a better time to do it. We saw Bethel convert on their one penalty kick. See if UT Southern can match them.
Comes the penalty kick from Crichton. And finds the back of the net. And just like that, UT Southern is now a kick away, and I don't know.
Well, Crichton was trying to quickly get the ball and take it back to midfield so Bethel would have to start. And Camargo, not sure if he took an elbow or something, but is down in pain there.
My head was down working as I'm the producer here as well. So I couldn't see what happened there.
Yeah, Crichton was going back to get the ball from the keeper and grabbed it from him, and Camargo just dropped.
And the clock has stopped, so it's not.
Yeah, clock will stop off a goal on a PK.
And officials are not taking this injury seriously at all.
There's been a couple we've seen like that.
I think they've seen a few like that before. UT Southern on the board now, only a 1-goal game, and that's made this game airtight. McMahon has come in for Grice here, and the clock will start again. 27-29 as UT Southern gets on the board. Lindsay, and a miscommunication with Grant Pierre. UT Southern bringing this energy here, Mike.
Yeah, they got that one out of the back of the goal, and immediately it's like they just got another gear.
Crichton, who just picked up his 3rd goal of the season, tries to get across field to Ennis. Crichton, big boot down the field, and finds McMahon. Over to Gustav, and that one's kicked away at the last second by Bethel.
Yeah, if we've seen a huge boot right there, saves another shot opportunity.
And we're going to get a foul here against UT Southern. Crichton Pretty aggressive there of Badu. Kick coming up from Owasu, deep down the field, and finds Cousins. Cousins does a great job keeping it in between the lines. Through ball here to Mariella.
Oh, good pass.
Really good pass and deflects over to Hester.
That was a good little run right there from the Wildcats.
Yeah, good answer off of the goal. Garcia. And Bender with it and taken out of bounds. Stay with UT Southern.
Bender trying to fix his cleat.
Get it in. Bailey back in the game as that's knocked out of bounds by Belair. And it's the throw in. Finds Fagoli.
Oh, gets around the outside.
Puts a good move, keeps it inbounds, crosses over, that's deflected out.
They're going to retain possession, though.
But good pressure here by Grant Pierre, but Bailey finds a way to get to Crichton. Now over to Barrett. Barrett reversing field to Fagoli.
Have another run opportunity.
And a little too aggressive there, and we're going to get something here on Cousins, a stoppage of play. And we're going to get a yellow.
Yeah, I would say, didn't think that was too egregious, but he went for the pocket right there. They had a good run opportunity there with Ennis, but getting a green card or a yellow card, pardon, is just as good.
24-47, and UT Southern, better team here in the second half so far. Bethel was the better team in the first, but this is another great opportunity here for the Firehawks, and all of this action, all three goals have been scored on this end of the field.
Yeah, I mean they definitely like the north end of the field here, to say the least.
Brett Bolin and his coaching staff have done a great job at their second half adjustments.
Yeah, I mean they've come out and looked like a completely new team. I mean we saw no offensive aggressiveness from them in the first half, and have done a great job just putting up a ton of shots here in the second half.
Barrett now to Crichton. Crichton knocked down, and we're going to get a foul here against Bethel, and that's outside of the box.
Yes.
And now he's arguing here, and we're going to stop the clock.
Yeah, trying to determine this is direct or indirect, marking people off 10 yards. The whole 9 yards, or I guess 10 in this case.
Just right outside of the box here.
Curious who Southern's going to have out there to send this in, because your best shot opportunities today has been Crichton, but you almost want his height in there in the box.
So Gustav will attempt the kick. Boots it. Oh, and a great diving save by Camargo. His second amazing save of the night, and he's hurt again.
Whew, yeah, I mean, listen, that was a great play on both sides there, Gustav and Camargo, an incredible save. And it's kept this score at 2-1, but again, another stoppage.
24:05 here on the clock. And it will be a corner kick here for the Firehawks as Camargo was vertical and horizontal right at the crossbar.
Yeah.
The trainer coming out here for Bethel. And this guy's getting a workout here today, Mike.
Definitely has had to make his fair share of steps out there to check on some players.
Official on the far side is...
Now, according to their roster online, Bethel does have 4 other keepers. I'm not sure how many of those are JV or varsity, so.
And doesn't appear that any of them are warming up here.
Doesn't look like it. Hopefully Carmargo's not.
Well, right when I say that, one goes out to warm up.
It looks like, yeah, and you can tell with the attention the trainer's given over there in the goal that it's definitely a real injury. Hopefully not something too serious, though. Because Carmargo, I mean, we saw that save he made earlier, AJ. He has played an amazing game.
And he's had a lot of pressure, and he will get up. Good news for Bethel. Good news for him. 24:05 on the second half clock. Be a corner kick. Fagoli will kick it away.
Yeah, Southern going to try to capitalize here. You had a goalie that was just down. He's staying in the game. Seeing if they can capitalize off of that.
And playing off Fagoli's kick. In the box, deflected. McMahon in the air. Goalie going to track it down. It's knocked down, and they're going to play on. Now a big run. It's Grand Pierre, the team's leading scorer. Kicks it, finds Mariella. Mariella with a good opportunity. Blocked. Saved by Hester.
Wow.
Barrett will clear it. Badu makes a good move. Back out to Grand Pierre. Taken away by Gustav. And down the field, McMahon. Bender giving chase. And that one's booted out of bounds by Fusini.
Yeah, that was the only play he had right there, was to take it out of bounds. But listen, I mean, UT Southern on both sides of the ball, AJ, you probably agree, has looked like a completely different team here in the second half.
Quick move here by Fagoli. McMahon here to Bender in the box and kicked out by Bethel. Another throw-in coming up for the Firehawks. And we got some subs coming in.
Yeah, it looks like we got 2 coming in for Bethel.
Grand Pierre coming out, so Balda and Otsanov will come in. Mariella will check out. So
Yeah, 2 guys that just made one heck of a sprint moments ago, so definitely
heard
heard that
Southern,
one.
You're almost breathing a sigh of relief that Grand Pierre's out of the game because he has made some amazing plays, and especially that one right there that almost led to their 3rd goal.
Yeah, it's funny, like in other sports, you talk about defenders being a pesty guy, but man, Grand Pierre has just been a pest for this UT Southern defense.
Throwing coming up here for the Wildcats. Badu bicycle kick out of bounds, and now a throw in for UT Southern. 22:10 remaining here in the game. They get quickly down the field. Another throw in as Firehawks moving ahead inch by inch. Fagoli. If they can find a way to cross the field, Ennis is wide open over here. That's next to impossible right now with all the purple in front of him.
But anytime they could clear it out and try to switch sides would definitely benefit them.
Pressure coming. And, Bailey, and a trip up coming. A foul.
It's crazy a little play like that can turn momentum around.
Fagoli here with the kick. Boots it, and it's high. Would have been on the line, but it was high. Goal kick coming up here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, good shot opportunity right there from Fagoli. Trying to send that one maybe off the bar or something like that. Just a little bit too much on that one. It's the kind of play where you plan for a ricochet.
Puts it down the field. Lindsay out of Creighton. He tries to clear it, but Lindsay is there. Headed now out to Ennis. Bailey out to Barrett. Barrett saw what we saw, but Blair tracking it down, but Ennis gets it. Out to Garcia. As the Firehawks trying to get some shape here for goalie. Back out to Garcia and founds Gustav. And knocked away. Good defense here by Owasu. And now that's Balda. Otsamov tripped up by Bailey. And it's going to be a foul against the Firehawks.
And we got to go get a ball now.
Yeah. Well, we got ball boys here on. Under 20 left to play.
The ball boys are supposed to play it fair, but you can tell.
Yeah.
There's one color when it goes out of bounds for it that they hustle a little more.
Balda to kick it away.
They got a lot of jerseys in there.
And a good job by Fagoli to get a foot on it. Now Bailey. Here to McMahon. Out to Bender, and Bender just got taken out hockey style, but they're going to let him play on.
3-on-2.
McMahon crossed the field here to Ennis, and Blair intercepts it. Now to Cousins.
And they got a run on this right side. Got Blair the opportunity to send it in.
Into the net, but Hester is there. Hester the throw. He finds Bender on the run. Bender kicks it. Gustav tries to make the adjustment. Him and Camargo going after the ball. Camargo just kicks it away. And knocked out by Blair. Throwing coming up for the Firehawks. And a time call.
On the UT Southern, that was the one time they did not want a stoppage to get a sub in. It was a good run going right there. But you do get a big offensive piece back in there.
And we
had a
Wrangler
card.
just got a card. So we will go to our second half heat time out. Be a couple minute break, then we'll finish the conclusion of this match. That is next on the X Sports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Mid-South Barn Dominiums. We realize there's a lot of options when it comes to finding a builder for your next home. Here at Mid-South, we understand that customer service, quality, and selections are very important. It's a very large time, money, and an emotional investment, and we're here to listen and care. We realize the kitchen's the most used and abused room in the house. Our cabinets are locally custom made from Sanderson Cabinets out of Lawrenceburg. They're real wood, poplar or maple, whether you paint or stain. All comes with slow close hardware and many pull-out different style options to choose from.
This is the X Sports Network.
And coming out of the second half heat timeout, where UT Southern trails Bethel 2-1, 18-31. Remaining here in the match. And Mike, we've talked a lot about it. It was all Bethel in the first half. So far, it's been all UT Southern in the second half. They've really controlled the ball a ton here on this side of the field, and they've had a couple of really good opportunities, including this one right here.
Well, Southern has been a second-half team. I mean, you talk about that game they just had against Cumberland, down 3-0 at the break, scored 4 straight to take the lead, ended up tying that one at 5 apiece. But their offense has shown that they can score in bunches.
So Ennis will throw it in here for the Firehawks. Whistle blows and we're ready to go. And out to Ennis. Ennis gets it. Good defense here by Cousins.
Got around it.
And he finds its way out to Grice. Grice tripped up. Balda tried to clear it, and Fagoli. And that's going to be a goal kick.
Oh, wow.
Or a corner kick. And we're going to stop play. And we got another card. Two of them.
Yeah, and if that's on. Let's say if
So
that was
Grand Pierre just checked back in, and Uwasu are going to get the cards. I think he called a corner kick there.
Yeah. And Bethel definitely
Bethel
getting
fan, or maybe one of the Bethel women's coaches trying to implore her guys to get away here. It's not helping their cause to react the way that they did.
Well, there wouldn't have been a card on that play if they didn't kind of charge at the official like that. So.
And the clock has stopped. It's not like they're killing clock.
Yeah,
here.
no.
So UT Southern in their last game, Mike, was down 3-0 at the half. Scored 5 goals in the second half. Actually had the lead at 1 point. Eventually ended in a 5-5 tie. This team has certainly proven to be a second half team. Gustav will kick it away.
Gustav going to try to put this one in the back of the net. Now, depending on what kind of kick it is, there aren't offsides, and I believe this must be one of them with. And now Barrett will come back on sides.
Gustav readies. Kicks over the net. Good opportunity there, but goal kick coming up.
Yeah, he sent a couple high, but you know that's almost where you have to go with them. How many purple jerseys are in between you and the goal?
Camargo here to boot it away. Gets to the midfield stripe. Gustav originally got it. Fights for it. Badu takes it away from him. Goes down the sideline. Atsamov. Yeah, he was tripped up there. A foul on UT Southern.
He got tripped up a couple times right there, it looked like.
More than one. So kick coming up here for the Wildcats. The sun's really starting to go down here, and the temperature's really starting to cool off.
And I would guarantee that all 22 players on that field are loving that statement.
Fight for the ball off the kick. McMahon trying to track it down. First one there was Bethel. Garcia, that one's knocked out by Cousins. Yeah, and they
try to get away with the little ones like that.
30 yards ahead of where he's supposed to be. Throw it out to Crichton. Crichton now reverses field to Barrett. Big kick. Grice trying to step up and get it, but a good job by Corral. And then a foul here on Atsamov. Crichton here in the middle of the field. And a through ball trying to find Ennis, and it does.
See what they can do with this opportunity.
Fusini on Ennis down here in the corner. Does get in the box. Grice bicycle kick just a bit wide. What a great opportunity for the Firehawks. What a great play by Grice and missed it by a foot.
I didn't know he had that in his arsenal, AJ. I was sitting here thinking, man, the only way he's going to get a shot out of this is to bicycle it. And not only did he do it, it was on goal.
Yeah, it was. And sub coming in here for Bethel. Cousins will come off. And a stoppage here is Cousins taking his time. So 15:05 here.
Yeah, for Bethel, that clock is moving really, really slow this last 15 minutes and 5 seconds.
That is Freddie Pickford checking in here for Bethel. Big kick. Shouldered out there by Karina. Owasu takes it away from Gustav. Badu intercepted by Barrett, trying to find Grand Pierre. Now Gustav out to McMahon. And now there's McMahon. And going to go across the field here to Ennis.
Good time to do that.
Ennis kicks that one off Blair, and a throwing coming in for the Firehawks. This time it's a sub for UT Southern. Will be Hamill. Bailey's going to rush off, and Hamill going to come in. Clock will continue to move there.
See, Bethel had time to get back their defense and set it up, have a lot of guys in that 18-yard box.
Ennis tries to get in the box, cleared away by Badu. He was trying to reach us up here. Crichton out of Hamill. They'll try to reverse the field over to Barrett, but it continues to go backwards as Bethel pushes up. McMahon tracks it down. Corral knocks it out, so UT Southern keeps it deep in their own offensive territory. McMahon going to throw in. Finds Gustav.
Try to
McMahon.
Turn the field. Oh.
Turns, and Camargo with the stop.
Yeah, you always like to test a goalie low, too, see if he's agile on his feet, see if he can get down, and Camargo does a really good job of it right there.
Camargo to punt it. It's a low line drive. Hits Otsamot in the groin right to Gustav. But that one's intercepted. Balda. Pickford and headed away. Gustav finds Hamill. Now to Fragoli. And Fragoli going to move forward. Out to Ennis. Had a lot of success down this sidelines, and his kick is off the rear end of Blair. And the throw-in coming up. McMahon with it and gets away. And that through ball finds nothing but purple, but Barrett loses track of that one. It goes backwards.
And that could have been a crucial few steps right there.
Hamill. Grand Pierre intercepts it. Now over to Pickford. Pickford down the sideline trying to find Badu. Barrett is there. Makes a move and moves upfield quickly.
Nice touch. To be able to turn it upfield right there. And he was able to set up that offense.
Big kick here to McMahon. Fusini there. Rangel misses on the header. Now Grice. And I believe we had offsides and an injured Wildcat here. Yep. He gets up, though.
As much running as some of these kids done, I don't know how any of them are standing.
Physical game here as well.
Yeah.
Corral boots it downfield. Badu did win it there, but it's out to Crichton. Crichton moves forward here to Hamill. Hamill down the sidelines as his man. And just could not keep it in bounds, much to the chagrin of the UT Southern sideline.
Yeah, ref had his eye on that line, and as soon as the entire ball got over, it's out in the change of possession. Some of them will give you a little leeway there, and there may have even been a little bit there. It's other side of the field, so hard for us to tell.
That was Nick Miska that was trying to keep it in. And just like that, they get it right back. So Miska here with the throwing coming up. Finds Grice. Corral, though, intercepts and clears it. Miska finds Grice here on the baseline. Knocked out of bounds by Otsimov, and Grice trying to get a little extra, and they didn't fall for that one.
We may have
Hamill.
a Wildcat cramp in there.
Forsini heads it away. Garcia tries to head over to Ennis and does. Pickford giving chase and, well, finishes his check, and we're going to get a foul.
Yeah, it's getting a little chippy here.
And a stoppage of play.
We got another. They've been the same guy down from earlier. You know, it doesn't matter how many breaks you take, how much water you drink. This hot and this much, physical activity, you're going to cramp.
Lindsay checks in, and that's a wrangle. That's going to jog off. 10-11 here on the game clock remaining in this one. And direct kick coming up.
Yeah, coming up on the 80th minute right here. You probably want to get a little antsy if you're UT Southern. Try to start taking some chances and see if they can get one back in the goal and tie this one back up.
Bender back into the game. Garcia and Camargo and Creighton kind of ran into him there, and Camargo selling it, and another stoppage of play.
I mean, Creighton's a big guy. He took a pretty good lick right there, but. I think the trainer just got off the field with the last person. I don't know if.
That's the second time the trainer's going to have to check on him.
At this point, they're almost on a first-name basis.
Yeah. The women's game is slated to start at 7, and that is not going to happen.
Yeah, it looks like probably about maybe a 7:15 start.
Which as many injury timeouts as we have had in this. Sir, Mike, you know soccer a little bit better than me. Is there a time limit that you can have on an injury like this before they finally say, okay, he needs to?
Just trying to think about that maybe he was trying to milk some time off the clock, but when the official blows the whistle on an injury, they stop the clock. So this isn't anything trying to run more clock off. But
this isn't like the pro game.
Yeah.
The clock doesn't continuously run. It does stop when the lead official wants it to.
I would say, like you say, in the pro game, they just add time on, but
stoppage time.
Mm-hmm. So drop ball, and it'll be
play on.
Yep.
Under 10 left to play. Camargo with the ball, getting ready to punt it.
And he's going to work as much time off that clock as he can. Well, he got all of that one.
Wow. A really good kick there. Garcia kicks it. Goes out of bounds. Throw-in coming up for the Wildcats. Another stoppage of play.
Yeah. We got a sub coming in. Looks like maybe Garcia right there for.
So Rangel back into the game and Cousins out. We'll play on. Balda. Intercepted here by Barrett. Barrett going to try to move forward to Bender, and Bethel gets ahead on it, moves it forward. Pickford tries to find Blair. Good idea, but can't save it. Quickly, Ennis moves. Here to Bender. And Bender, and we are going to get a yellow card, another one. Stoppage of play.
Yeah, I think he got number 4, which is Fusini with that one.
Yeah.
Got a handful of jersey right there trying to slow Bender down.
They've had a ton of them here in the second half. So B. Garcia to boot it and play on. Gives it over to Hamill. Hamill here to Crichton. Tries to go cross field to Grice. Grand Pierre with it. Corral here to Rangel. Out of Grand Pierre, and he's going to make a move upfield. And good defense here, Gustav. And good job for goalie.
I don't know if UT Southern needs to start playing desperate, but definitely need to start playing with a little more fire on them.
Really good pass here. Grice gets tripped up. Battle with the net. Fagoli tries to get it out, but can't. Really good stop there by Wasu. Now trying to find Baldo across the field. Baldo going to track it down. Excuse me, it's Badu. And taken out by Crichton. Crichton with some good defense. Now Barrett. Badu was on his way to the goal. Ennis out to Garcia.
Oh, what a
down
good
the
ball.
line. And Ennis keeps it in. Now to Bender. Here to Gustav. Good opportunity. Grice kicks. Just a bit wide.
Had the shot they wanted right there, AJ, and just a bit too far to the left. And Grice in disbelief over that one.
Clock stops here at 7:51. As Lindsay is back in the game. Meyerhofer in for Garcia for UT Southern. So Wasu is, official told him he's got to come off. That might be a Via that's coming in.
Yeah, I believe
that
so.
is. Corral to boot it away.
Got a lot of air under that one. Good job winning that one in the air.
For goalie. Moves it forward to Bender. Now to McMahon. Bender now over to Grice. Grice works it in the box. And cleared here by Bethel. Out to Barrett. Now to Crichton. As it tries to get to Ennis. Blair gets ahead on him. Out to Pickford.
A little too much in front of him.
Yeah, intercepted there by Hamill, but Pickford takes it right back over to Blair. Blair somehow kept it in between the lines, deflected to the middle of the field. And a good job here as they find Grand Pierre, the right guy to get the ball to.
Playing physical down the sideline.
Under 7 left, Badu. And a good save by Hester. Barrett moving it forward, just out of the reach of Grice.
Yeah, Grice not happy with that pass from Barrett.
Lindsay out the Baldo. There's a lot of space and a lot of room. Baldo moving forward. Knocked away. Gustav. Now out to Grice. Grice moving forward. Tries to find McMahon and does.
Ross looks like he's favoring his left leg there.
Fagoli. Here to Hamill. Hamill now to Ennis, intercepted by Pickford. Then intercepted by Hamill and kicked out by Fusini. Crichton will send it. A battle here as Fusini gets ahead on it. Fagoli now out to Ennis. Ennis tipped. Meyerhofer, and Badu takes it away from him. And a good job here. It's Lindsay. Lindsay with numbers. 3-on-2 finds Avila. Avila moving forward.
Oh, good
Barry
job there
right
by
on
Barry.
top of him. And then just taken away and
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
yeah, I don't know about that either.
And the official was right there looking at it, but when you have a guy on the ground and a change of possession, typically you're going to get a whistle.
Villa with the kick. And now stoppage of play. 4:46 on the clock.
Surprised Bethel's been able to keep up this offensive intensity while they haven't scored here in the second half. They've been able to keep up the offensive intensity while still keeping that defense locked up.
Villa into the box, headed out. And the goal attempt is in. Cousins finds the back of the net, and that one might do it for Bethel.
Wow. I mean, that was a missile coming in, AJ. Yeah, ball got cleared back out to Cousins, and that UT Southern defense kind of got caught on their heels and just a missile into the back corner of the goal.
He absolutely got every single bit of that one, Mike.
And now at 3-1 with 4 minutes to go. It's going to be tough, but time running out.
Cousins came in with just 5 shots, and there are 2 games so far this year, and his first goal comes at a big time. 4:40 on the clock and a 3-1 Bethel lead, and that one might do it here. It might be the nail in the coffin.
Man, they finally get on the board here in the second half, able to get back to a two-goal lead. Now Southern's going to have to move fast.
Gustav.
And they're going from having to play aggressive to playing desperate.
Not exactly what you want to be, but it might work out in their favor as Beth McMahon loses it. This one going to work ahead to Avila. Avila's going to beat him. Avila is going to find the back of the net, and Bethel with the exclamation point here to make it 4-1. Clock stops here at 4:14 remaining.
Yeah, and you know, Bethel beat me to it. I was about to say, when you get to playing desperate, AJ, little mistakes can turn into big ones, and just turning the ball over like that has led to a goal.
Actually, they might have called him offsides.
They're having a quick discussion with the official, and I believe they might be taking this one off, AJ.
Yeah. I thought he might originally have been that, but it will be offside, so we will take the goal off.
A big break, but not sure if that's enough to kind of patch up that 2-point wound.
No, they are calling it a
Okay.
goal. UT Southern has him just where the official was standing.
Yeah.
I thought they might have called that offsides, but Avila's second goal of the day and his second of the season. So 2 goals, 2 assists on the year, 4-1 the Bethel lead. And Fagoli now out the Ennis, who works quickly. Clock.
Oh, got it in.
Yeah.
Good pass attempt right there, but.
Yeah. Corner coming up. 3:49 is what they're going to say. It's on the clock.
So under 4 minutes, but it looks like Southern's got a guy cramping. See if they can stretch that out real quick before the.
And they do. Yeah.
Before the kick, and this is a big one right here.
Fagoli with the corner.
Just
Out
over
to
everyone's head.
Gustav, deflected away. Gustav back in the box, headed just out of the reach of Camargo. Looked like that might have been Crichton that got a hand on it.
Yeah, I believe it was. Really impressive response from Bethel. You know, Southern had the momentum for most of the second half, but here in the late goings have really put it on them.
Balda, the Badu. And the Wildcats might be content to burn the final 3 minutes out here with some ball possession. Middle of the field, good job of Fagoli to stop it. Out the Bailey. Now to Bender.
They do have enough guys back on defense, though, that Southern isn't able to take a numbers advantage here.
Grice. Rango on him, and they're going to get a corner.
About 2.5 minutes remaining. This is Southern's got to work really quick here.
Fagoli knocked away by Rangel, and he'll clear it.
And that clock keeps on ticking.
2:20 remaining, another deep boot. Ennis tried to get a good touch on there and couldn't. Espinoza, who just checked in, cleared away. And Badu going to take his time in the middle of the field and kick it back out to Corral. Camargo finding Pickford on the sideline. Gustav, who has played every second of this game. So is Crichton. Now back to Gustav. Across the field here to Barrett. Barrett in the middle of the field. Meyerhofer. Here to McMahon.
And almost everybody from Bethel back on defense.
And they'll clear that one away.
Got
Finds
one more.
Avila. And Crichton will take it away from him. Now Pickford takes it. He's stripped up from behind by Meyerhofer. And Pickford will milk it for all it's worth, but Avila just boots it away. Balda tries to work it. Hester, quick move, quickly down the field to Grice. It's Grice on the run, under a minute left. And Grice will get tripped up by Badu and will stop the clock. And a yellow card against Badu. 46 seconds remaining.
And that one was a bit too aggressive.
So Badu's going to get the card.
Around 45 seconds left.
47.
47.
That is going to be headed away. That might do it here.
Yeah, and they had a good header opportunity. There was just nobody to follow them in and to come around the backside. And now Bethel really wants to just watch that clock tick. They're going to take as much time on this goal kick as they can.
Big boot down the field. Meyerhofer here to Gustav. 15 seconds left. Now to Bailey. Bailey over to Grice. Grice tripped up.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that one will do it. So, Bethel will improve to 2-0-1 on the year. UT Southern will drop to 3-1-1 on the year. So Wildcats come in here to Grissom pitch and come away with a 4-1 win. Mike, what are your final thoughts here on Game 1 of this UT Southern Bethel doubleheader?
Bethel is really good at the little things, the ball control, the covering up passing lanes, taking your opportunities and cashing them in. I think they did a really good job coming on the road and getting an impressive win against a former conference foe, but still a bitter rival.
Final score, Bethel defeats UT Southern 4-1. The women's game will be coming up in about 45 minutes or half an hour, somewhere around there. That will be next here on the X Sports Network.